Hello everyone. I am Tanvi Kona and I'm of 10th standard. Like everyone, I am also confused on what career path I have to choose. So I will interview various industry experts and ask them about profession to profession. Today, we have Ravindrababu Ravula sir with us. He is an online educator and an edtech entrepreneur. Let us ask him whether becoming a YouTuber and an online educator is a good career choice. So how much do you earn sir on YouTube?
You can find out my net worth on internet. It is already there, my net worth. To answer you, yeah, I earn in crores.
Sir, should I also become an online teacher?
So if you are planning to become an online teacher, there are two ways you can do that.
Can I build a big business like Byju's?
Business is built on marketing and sales. Your customer acquisition cost will be very high.
So you're saying that the competition is very high in the tech companies and online teaching in general.
Yeah, it is very high. Yeah.
Sir, you say that it's a tough field. Do you think it's worth it with all the hard work?
It is definitely not worth. It is definitely not worth. I don't suggest anyone becoming an online educator.
I heard that many people make a lot of money as a YouTuber. Is it true?
Yeah, Tanvi. Actually, what happens is in every profession, not just in the YouTube area, there is a range. Some people make more money, some people make less money, but especially when it comes to YouTube, you only see the popular people. You don't see the people who are not doing well on YouTube, who are not making a lot of money on YouTube. So everyone thinks that there is a lot of money in YouTube. Yeah, to some extent it is true, but not for everyone.
Okay. So how much do you earn, sir, on YouTube?
Yeah, no one has asked me this question.
Hmm.
You can find out my net worth on internet. It is already there, my net worth. To answer you, yeah, I earn in crores.
Sir, should I also become an online teacher?
Hmm. So if you are planning to become an online teacher, there are two ways you can do that. One is you can build your own funnel. By funnel, I mean a YouTube channel. You have to build your own funnel and probably start as an entrepreneur. That is one way. And the other way is if you want to teach online, there are few edtech companies which will hire you where you can join as a teacher and you can train them. But then if you want to become an online teacher and if you want to really make it a career, you should at least be able to earn some decent amount of money. For that, you have to be extremely good at something. What I mean to say is, if you want to become a computer science teacher, you should be damn good at it. You should learn it perfectly. Your teaching skills should be exceptional. Otherwise, it is very difficult to survive. And if you look at my case, I already have a funnel, which means my YouTube channel is where I'm getting the students from. And therefore, I'm able to build a business out of it. But if you don't have that funnel where you get the students from, you have to rely on marketing, where you have to run lot of ads to get the students. That will not be profitable because you are burning a lot of money there,
True,
right? So
true.
don't spend a lot of money on marketing. You have to get build an organic funnel where you don't have to spend money to get these students from. Now, other part I told you, you can also work as a online teacher for some edtech companies, but there is a problem here. They pay very less. For example, they pay you 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs per annum. Now, rather than doing that, if you could become a software engineer, you will be earning more. And one more problem is there are only very few edtech companies out there which can actually hire you. For example, let us say there are 5 companies out there, and if all these 5 companies doesn't need you,
Hmm.
then there is, you don't have market. You can't find work. Unlike, if you look at software industry, there are hell a lot of companies. If not Google, you'll join Microsoft. If not Microsoft, maybe you'll find some other company. But in edtech, it is not like that. So if you are seriously trying to have a career in edtech, I think it is better to build your own brand, be exceptionally good at what you are doing, and start your own company and work for yourself. And that is really not easy these days. And I will tell you a classic example. Let us say I have been teaching GATE computer science for a long time. Now, online teaching is like teaching everything that you learned, teaching all your tricks. You have to teach them out. Now, anyone can learn them, and there is no entry barrier here. What I mean by entry barrier is, if you are planning to build a electric car company, you need a very big factory, you need a very big team, you need to have that knowledge. But if you want to become a computer science teacher or any teacher online, all that you need is a laptop. You can actually use a software called OBS, and you can record the classes and you can post them online. Now, let us say if there is an intelligent student, there are many, of course, they are doing it. They could actually copy my entire content, word to word, line to line, problem to problem, and improvise it a little bit. Because if there is already a base course, they can always improvise it. They can improvise it a little bit, and they can post it online, and they can actually take away a lot of market. And as you are serious, as your question is about whether you should become a teacher or not, I suggest that don't do it as a full time job. Why? Because if you look at the past 10 years or 15 years, take any competitive exam, the number of students are constant, which means if you look at GATE computer science, it has been 1 lakh only. The number of students appearing for GATE computer science is not increasing. It is the same case with IIT, JEE, NEET, or any exam you take. Number of students are constant, but year on year, the number of players in the market are increasing. I will tell you in simple words. Okay. Let us say you have a cake. The size of the cake is same, but many people are cutting it, and the people who are cutting it are increasing. Then your pie will become smaller and smaller. True. Right? So back in my days, I was the first one to have started this online education. I'm the first one in edtech to have started online teaching. So that day, those days, pie was bigger, number of people sharing the pie were smaller. And so I was in a position where I could actually make it as a career. But now, if you are trying to make it as a career, it is extremely difficult in edtech. So my suggestion would be, don't take online teaching as a full-time profession. Do it as a hobby, and you will get some pocket money. And in fact, in case if you are lucky, and if you are at the right place at the right time, and if you are really good at doing it, then maybe there are chances that you could earn more and probably retire early. In my case, it so happened that I could retire now because I started early. Now, if I would start, let us say, now if I am in 10th standard, and if I have to start an edtech company now, that might not work this well. Content is everywhere. People will not pay for you. You just go to YouTube, search for any topic. There are very, very good videos out there. Why would people pay you? You have to work really hard to make it exceptionally good so that people will pay you if you want to make a career out of it.
I see. Earlier, you have mentioned that edtech companies. So, can you give a few examples for them to start online teaching?
So if you want to become an online teacher, they don't really pay too high. Like they will pay you 10 lakh, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs maximum. And there are edtech companies, I think I should not name them, or I can name them maybe. There is Byju's, there is An Academy, there is Physics Wala. I think these are the three popular companies which are actually in a position to pay people, and other edtech companies are not even in a position to people. Now, let us say you want to become a teacher in something. Let us say you want to teach IIT JE and you don't have a funnel, then you have to approach them. Now, if they say no, literally you don't have any scope of teaching online.
Can I build a big business like Byju's?
Yeah, Byju's is a very big business in edtech. I think they have reached a very high valuation, but then they are down now. Now, what happens is, coming to these companies, they are all funded. So they have got investments. Now they are trying to use these investments to. I'm going to explain you some complex concepts. If you are not
Okay.
able to understand, just ask me. Okay.
Sure, sure.
So now these companies, they try to acquire the students by spending hell a lot of money on sales and marketing. Marketing means creating awareness about your brand. Sales is where the conversions happen. For example, when you see the ads,
Mm.
they are that is all marketing. In TV, IPL, you might have seen the ads. They are
Yes, I
all
have.
marketing. And sales is when actually some representative approach you to make you pay the money. That is sales.
Okay.
So these companies are based on marketing and sales. Lot of money will go into marketing and sales team. Now they have to recover that money, right?
True.
So what happens in this case is, when your business is built on marketing and sales, your customer acquisition cost
Mm.
will be very high.
What is a customer
Huh.
acquisition cost?
So in order to get a student onto your platform, you are spending the money. That is called customer acquisition cost.
Okay.
So for example, let us say customer acquisition cost is 20,000 rupees per student.
Mm.
Per student, marketing and sales is 20,000 rupees. Then what happens? They will not be able to sell the course cheaper than 20,000,
Okay.
because just to get a student they are spending 20,000 rupees, so
Mm.
their fee has to be higher than 20,000 rupees.
Ah, yes.
And apart from that, they have other expenses too. They have the software expense, they have the faculty expense, they have the content team expense. Therefore the price of the course is going very high.
Mm.
Now now what happens is, a small YouTuber like you
Mm.
may start a simple YouTube channel and simply base on the YouTube channel for marketing, and there is no sales team. And if your product is really well, it will sell itself. You need not sell it. Automatically it will be sold,
Mm.
right?
True.
Now you will be offering the course at 5,000 rupees. Now look
Okay.
at these big companies which are offering at 1 lakh rupees. Now you are offering the course as 5,000 rupees at a better quality, or at least at the same quality.
Okay.
Then the students will be going to these people, right?
Yes.
So for example, my course is very affordable.
Mm.
I have made it 10,000 rupees, but other institutes cannot do it because they are based on marketing and sales. I don't have marketing and sales. I just have content team.
Mm.
Okay. So now what happens is, in future, as I told you that there is no entry barrier, all that you need is a camera. Many small YouTubers will come up who will give tough competition to big edtech companies, and more, the entire edtech itself will be decentralized, which means there will be no one organization which is going to provide all the courses. Even if
Okay.
they survive for some time, they
Mm.
cannot stand this competition. Now
Okay.
let us say I have a company has a lot of money. It happened with me also. A company had a lot of money and they are able to acquire few good educators. But then how many people can they acquire? These good educators will keep on coming again and again. They will
Mm.
keep on disrupting it. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So more and more small people will come and take that share in the pie. Therefore, it is very tough for any company in the edtech sector to be profitable.
So you're saying that the competition is very high in the tech companies and online teaching in general.
Yeah, it is very high. Yeah. So
Okay.
you can think of it as a pocket money. I don't think that you should build a company in edtech. And second reason I will tell you is, you are not actually building electric cars that you have huge margin of profit. You are actually collecting the fee from students who doesn't have any income,
Mm.
right? How
Yeah.
much could you charge from them, and how could you live on it?
Mm.
So it should just be a passion, it should just be a hobby, and it should just be a kind of pocket money. So building really big edtech company without investment is impossible. With investment you will get into losses. That is what you are seeing with Byju's. All the edtech companies will fail unless you have a very big funnel. Physics wala has a very big funnel. So they have a very big YouTube channel from which they are getting the students. Therefore, they are now able to become profitable. But even for them, it will be very tough when people like you, who are in 10th standard now, who are going to prepare for IIT JEE,
Yes.
you people will be very, very smart. You will come up with innovative ways of teaching that no edtech company will be able to stand this. It is like death by thousand cuts. Yeah, it is not just a one blow. It will be thousand cuts.
Mm.
You people, you generation are very smart. You are learning, you are doing, and I have seen many kids having terrific YouTube channels. They are becoming big influencers, right? So yeah, in edtech, I feel that you should not make a proper career in edtech. Just do it as a hobby, earn some money. That's it.
Sir, since you're saying that there's going to be a lot of competition, do you think it'll be easy? Do you think we can even continue it as a hobby?
As a hobby, if you are not expecting money, see, generally hobbies means you don't expect any money, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
just want some fame,
Hmm.
maybe few views.
Hmm.
If that makes you happy, do it. And one more thing is, if you want to teach something online, you should continuously have a learning curve.
Learning curve. In the
Learning
sense?
curve means you should be learning some, you should be growing, you should be learning and growing. For example, if you are working in a software company,
Hmm.
every day you will be learning something new, new technologies, your knowledge will be improving. So have a learning curve where you are learning something, and whatever you are learning, you should keep on teaching it.
Okay.
Now, if you look at competitive exam market, there is nothing new you could learn. For example, for the past 10, 15 years, I have been teaching the same concepts again and again, again and again, again and again. There is no innovation there.
Hmm.
Maybe I might have added few more problems, but that is not really innovative.
Hmm.
Your work, see, more than money, what you want is intellectual, intellectually challenging work,
Intellectually challenging work.
which
Can you
means,
like say it in simple words?
yeah, simple words. Mm, when you solve a problem, you should feel happy. You generally feel happy about it. You
Hmm.
need
True.
interesting problems to solve.
Hmm.
If you are solving the same problem again and again, your brain will not give you that happy hormones.
Ah,
If you
yes.
have a problem, if you solve it, then that will be helpful for you, right?
Yes. Okay. My dream is to travel the world. Do you think I can do it by becoming an online educator?
Okay, so you want to travel the world by being an online educator.
Yes.
That is definitely possible. One is you can work from anywhere. Even I travel the world.
Okay.
So only thing that you need to do is carry your laptop if you
Hmm.
have to conduct the classes, and probably when you are at home, you can have a setup, studio setup, and in the studio you do the recorded videos, and while traveling you can have the laptop and you can teach. That is definitely possible. But if you are working for some companies, they are setting up the studio at your home and you are supposed to work from there. In that case, it is not possible. But if it
Okay.
is your own company, you can definitely do that.
Okay. If I become an online educator, do you think I will have time to pursue my hobbies?
Yeah, as I told you, this is an extremely competitive field.
Hmm.
So whenever you are in extremely competitive field, and second thing is when you are running your own business, forget about work-life balance. You will not have any time for your hobbies, right?
Okay.
So yeah,
So it's like a packed field?
yeah, it is like a packed day. For example, I come to office at around 5 a.m. and by the time I reach home, it will be 10 p.m. And even on Sundays,
Hmm.
entire 7 days I work like that because I am in such a field where I need to work really hard to stay at the top. See, what I have observed in my life is reaching the top is not that difficult, but staying there is really very difficult.
Okay.
You have to work very hard. Some people ask me that you have everything now, why do you still work so hard?
Hmm.
Because staying at the top requires hard work and lot of dedication.
True.
So if you are coming into this kind of field where you want to become an educator and an entrepreneur, in general entrepreneurship is always like this. So if you want to pursue your hobbies and if you want to have good time, take a good job. Okay, I think you are going to interview many people and you will learn a lot about all the professions.
Yes.
But definitely if you are talking about hobbies, this profession is not for you, and
Okay.
especially entrepreneurship is not for you.
Okay.
You think about it whether you want to get into it, if you want this hectic life or not.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're telling that even good time management cannot help in this competitive field?
Yeah, there is no way, because as an entrepreneur you should be involved in every step of the business.
Mm.
Even if you have other people and even if you are delegated the work, still you have to be get involved. So that, and also I have that habit of doing everything myself.
Okay.
I want to get into everything and I want to know how the work is of every person. So
Okay.
for me it is different. Or maybe if you can manage that, you might find some time, but it is not always guaranteed. You will have
Okay.
to work on Sundays also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will think about it, but if I want to become like you, what should I do from now on?
Yeah. So first thing is, there are two things. Do you want to become an YouTuber or do you want to become an educator? What is that you want to like? So YouTubers can be many categories, right? Food bloggers, travel bloggers, some
Mm.
trending news or reviews. All these are
Fashion and all that.
YouTubers.
Yes, fashion, dance, music.
Fashion, dance,
It's a
music.
vast industry.
It's a There are a lot of areas, right?
Mm.
So are you talking about whether you want to become a YouTuber or whether you want to become an educator? What is that you want to do? Depending on that, I can tell you what you should be doing.
Suppose I want to become a YouTuber, what should I do for that?
Yeah, if you want to become a YouTuber, now already you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
You are already a YouTuber.
Uh-huh.
Be consistent on that. Do interesting stuff.
Hmm.
See, generally people watch two kinds of contents. One is either it should be entertaining or it should be interesting. I think you are doing interesting kind of stuff, not
Hmm.
entertaining kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
So as you are interviewing many people, like me, get the best people from the industry and try to make interesting videos so that everyone will learn from your videos.
Hmm.
You will definitely become a very big YouTuber in this area. Now,
Okay.
if you want to become an educator, you have to learn, study well, learn the subjects well. Academically, you should be exceptional. Like,
Okay.
okay, that is not actually related to becoming an YouTuber.
Hmm.
If you have exceptional talent in some subject, you will automatically get the followers, right?
Okay. Yes.
Now, whatever you are doing is little bit different. I suggest that you continue being an YouTuber. Then, in case if you feel like becoming an educator, you can learn the subjects and do that.
I know you have a daughter. Will you motivate her to become educator or a YouTuber?
So I will definitely motivate her to become an YouTuber, but I might not motivate her to become an educator, because being an YouTuber is easy, but
Mm-hmm.
being an educator is really tough.
Okay.
Like she has to work really hard. I don't want that on anyone,
Okay.
because there are many ways. If you want to really become popular, become an YouTuber. If you want to
Hmm.
really earn money, there are many other jobs and businesses which are easier than this is the toughest way to make a living. So
Okay.
I will not suggest her to become an educator, but if she is interested, maybe if she is like you, I could ask her to become an YouTuber.
Sir, you say that it's a tough field. Do you think it's worth it with all the hard work?
It is definitely not worth. It is definitely not worth. I don't suggest anyone becoming an online educator full
Okay.
time.
Okay.
As
Not
a
full time.
passion, you do it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What are some good resources to become an entrepreneur?
So you are already an entrepreneur. So if you want to become better, I
Mm.
could actually give you some list of books that you should read.
Okay.
Good to Great is one good book.
Mm.
Innovator's Dilemma, Lean Startup, Blue Ocean Strategy,
Mm.
0 to 1, Exponential Organizations, Happiness Track, Happiness Hypothesis. So I can give you, it is better, I will give you the entire list. You put it in your description
Okay.
for the audience to read about it.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing that I suggest is whatever field you are in, you try to read as many books as possible. That will actually increase. See, if some audience have to like you, whatever you say should be interesting.
Mm, that's
Now,
true.
how do you get those interesting things? When you read multiple books.
Mm.
So make reading a very good your daily practice. At least read 20 pages a day. I suggest everyone that they should read 20 pages a day from some interesting book before they sleep. You
Okay.
go to bed, open the book, read 20 pages, and then sleep. Do this every day. That will be very helpful for you, especially because you are an aspiring entrepreneur,
Yes.
right? You want to become big in this field. So you should definitely be on the learning curve. You should
True.
definitely learn. Yeah.
Plus, it's also a good habit to read books.
Yeah, you have a lot of interesting things to share. That is what an YouTuber should be.
Hmm.
An YouTuber should always be sharing a lot of knowledge.
That's
If it
true.
is not an entertainment related channel,
Yes,
you are
that's true.
doing serious stuff.
Yes.
So I think reading books will really help you.
Okay. Can I record a day in your life on my channel?
Yeah, sure. You can record one day of my life
Hmm.
in your channel, but then you will have to come at 5 a.m. and leave at 10 p.m. If you have that much patience to record my all daily activities, you can definitely do. So basically, in the mornings, I'll be reading something and then working with the team and then doing some doubt clearing sessions.
Okay.
And then I will be teaching, preparing. So maybe you can record all this and post it on your channel if it helps audience about how the life of an online educator is.
Okay, thank you. I will interview more professionals and people and then I will decide my career path.
That's the best way to do. So, Tanvi, anyone who is in 10th standard or intermediate,
Hmm.
generally they should not, they are following only two professions,
That's
either
true.
becoming an engineer or a doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Generally, parents are forcing them, and they should actually research and find out what are various career options, what are the possibilities. You should find out uh, how the life will be, how much you can earn, when you can retire, will you be able to pursue your hobbies. All these things you find out from various professionals and then you decide.
Okay.
I hope that your channel will be helpful for many kids out there.
Okay, it will, it will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching, everyone. I will come back with more videos and interesting guests soon.